I am the Tofu Golem. Please enjoy the video.
You start by confirming the essential inputs for an ESI assignment: chief complaint, current vital signs, pain score, and anticipated resources. Once done, open the ESI algorithm and match the patient to immediate life-saving needs first. Make sure to note isolation or special precautions that change room placement. Immediately decide if the case is ESI 1 or 2 when unstable. Otherwise, proceed into resource and vital sign-driven branching. This gets you into the algorithm fast and accurately. You now apply the algorithm step by step. Ask whether the patient needs immediate life-saving intervention. If not, evaluate high-risk presentations and abnormal vital signs. Once done, estimate the number and type of resources the patient will require: monitor, Roman 4, labs, imaging, or specialty consults, and use that count to refine the ESI level. Make sure to use age-specific vital limits for children. Throughout, verbalize decisions to the team so room placement and staffing match the assigned ESI. You finish by documenting the ESI number, the reasoning, and the key vitals and resources in the chart so downstream staff know what to expect. Once done, reassess after initial interventions or any waiting period and update the ESI if the clinical picture changes. Make sure to communicate changes aloud to room and flow coordinators. If a dispute or uncertainty occurs, escalate promptly to the senior triage nurse or emergency physician. That single troubleshooting step prevents misallocation and delays in care.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you today.